Hello everybody and welcome back to Even the Ocean, with me, the Uncanny Tranny. I think this is the first episode I've started on the map screen, but we just finished Riverton, went through the town and the power plant, and Paxton died because they rushed and didn't wait for us. And Lopez wasn't there. Speaking of Lopez, we did receive a letter off of Paxton's corpse that mentioned where we could find her. Gotta find that oak tree that we've seen. Well, okay. I think it was due west till we hit rock. Okay. And then due south till we hit the woods. I should really get back to the city before doing anything else. Is that the right spot, or is that just... yeah, it was. Okay. Well, I guess we'll have a look at that later. Duckies? A huge flock of birds has settled onto the banks of this lake. Birds honk, honk, honk. Yikes! I better not get too close. Like Canada geese. I love those. They're kind of obnoxious though if they get close. Okay, Whiteforge entry. Okay, that was quick. Mayor Biggs, I don't know if I can keep doing this. We were supposed to be a team, but Paxton is dead. I haven't heard from Lopez at all. Everything is just falling apart. Well, we kinda did. I mean, the letter wasn't intended for us, but... I know things have been looking dark, Aliph, and I know you are very discouraged. But first, hear me out. There is something I need to tell you about the geomes. What? Do you know what they are? Why they are attacking? Let's go meet Dr. Wadsnick in the history wing. There's a lot to go over. Ooh, it's exposition time! Lovely. Wow, look at that stuff. There's no green stuff there, though. It's all purple. Huh. My predecessors believed that ours was the first technologically advanced civilization that had ever existed in the world. Through archaeological study, we had traced our lineage all the way back to primitive nomadic roots. The record seemed clear. As a young researcher, I took part in the expedition to explore the outer continents to the east. Outer or other? Damn it. Thought I passed by. We were driven by a thirst for knowledge, a desire to see things that no one had ever seen before, and of course to chart a path for future resource collection and colonization in the event that Whiteforge civilization continued to expand at the incredible rate which we were beginning to witness. Wow, he's a windbag. Imagine our surprise when we found the remains of an entire city, almost appearing to rival Whiteforge in its sheer size and technological advancement. After much study, we were able to roughly translate the language used by this ancient civilization from contextual clues. We call this civilization Caravolde? Caravolde, I guess? Though, of course, there was no way to know for sure how it was pronounced at the time. Oh, thank you. Thanks. I guess I can get away with anything. I will call them carrots from here on out. I'm not going to call them carrots. On close examination, we found that this entire civilization was dramatically cut short by an extraordinary drought. A drought that struck the entire world, including our western continent. According to Caravoldish records, the Caravoldish people had done some exploration and development here, but when the drought came, they found it equally as dry as their own home. The implications of this worldwide drought were staggering, and confirmed by further research. Caravolde was not merely ancient, like our ancestors, but existed long before in an almost entirely separate world, before the Great Drought essentially wiped the world clean. An entire civilization was built up, and then the world reset. Everything started over from nothing. Still more shocking were the archaeological records that we found and translated in Caravolde. Around the time of the drought, they had experienced a revelation quite parallel to our own. Another civilization, still older yet, had been consumed completely by a great flood. Okay. We can't be certain, but there appears to be a cycle. Drought, flood, drought, flood. Every time the civilizations begin to reach a state of technological advancement, the end comes, whether by water or lack thereof. The end seems to be signaled by the appearance of three huge creatures. the geomes. Okay, I guess that middle one is the ox-like one we've seen. These creatures act as harbingers. Harbingers. Isn't it harbingers? Bringing about the apocalypse. We don't know how these creatures could cause these worldwide catastrophes, but we do know that Caravold fought the creatures but only defeated 2 of the 3. Guess that's the one with the X's on them in that picture? Maybe? I guess they didn't kill them, they just defeated them? Or maybe they're reborn? Because, I mean, we just seen one. And then they were overtaken by a drought. We now believe that our only hope is to destroy all the geomes before they bring about the next great flood, which will wipe out civilizations as we know it. Wipe out civilization as we know it. It's a good game series. They shouldn't wipe it out. This is unbelievable. The geomes are here to bring the apocalypse. Aliph, now you see why it is so important to continue. Why you must not give up. Cassidy and Paxton lay down their lives for this cause. We must avenge their deaths and save all of mankind. Wait, so Paxton and Cassidy knew about this? Also, Paxton died because they were dumb. I mean, it's not like the geomes killed them. They friggin' jumped into one of those beam chain thingamajigs. Well, not exactly. We didn't say anything because we weren't yet certain that this was happening. There's much that we still don't know about the geomes. But it's clear to us now that the signs are here. We had of course hoped that the previous civilization was wrong, but the signs are here all the same. We must prevail. It is the only option we have. So, what do I do? Continue to the work, Aliph. Drive off the geomes from our plants. We'll need all the energy we can store to power the central cannons in Whiteforge. With all of our plants pumping energy simultaneously, the lasers should have enough power to destroy the geomes. It's our only hope. If we drive the geomes off from the outer plants, we predict that they will eventually attack Whiteforge. And here we will make our final stand and destroy them once and for all. Don't like that plan. So, I just need to continue on? For Cassidy, for Paxton, for us all. Okay, I could do it. I must do it. I knew it. I knew I was right to put my faith in you, Aliph. You've shouldered more of this burden than anyone should have to bear, but you have always risen to the challenge. I'm very proud of you, Aliph. Thank you, Mayor Biggs. That's enough talking for now, though. You need your rest. Speaking of which, meet me at Windswept Towers later today in the commercial district. I have something I want to show you. Oh, okay. Lobby of the lighthouse. Let's make the mayor wait. Anything in the history wing yet? Oh wait, that's where we were. This room has a small installations about the history of Whiteforge. Oh, there is stuff in here. Okay. Nomads? Before the technological innovations that made Whiteforge possible, the only sustainable concentrations of people consisted of small villages and trading outposts. Many lived in nomadic tribes, traveling at the mercy of weather conditions to hunt and gather or to graze livestock. Okay. Dark energy. Archaeological studies have shown that these nomadic societies often had religious beliefs that prized dark energy over light. Many natural concentrations of dark energy throughout the land are marked by ancient cairns. These stone markers were often stained with purple dyes in the characteristic hue of dark energy. Okay, I guess as opposed to Whiteforge, which is seen as the pinnacle of civilization, which is light energy. Artifacts of danger. This ancient crystal pendant is thought to have once been charged with dark energy and worn around the neck. Over the course of the day, this pendant would slowly release its charge into the skin of its wearer. The existence of such jewelry demonstrates the almost obsessive relationship these tribes had with dark energy. Fervent religious devotion, or perhaps superstition, must have led them to wear such pendants despite the potential health risks. Well, maybe they wanted to be charged with dark energy so they could travel faster? I mean, it's associated with horizontal movement, right? And there were nomads. They went. Well, if you're familiar with 4X games, they went wide instead of tall, like Whiteforge. Expanded horizontally instead of vertically. Also, I believe those are the pendants they talk about in the back there. Light and innovation. It was only by recognizing the gravity-defying power of light energy that mankind was able to rapidly innovate and develop. Vertical architecture blossomed with the development of light energy-infused tools and machinery, meeting an ever-growing demand for housing in what would shortly become known as Whiteforge City. Okay, suppose that goes with what I've been saying, or what I speculated, I guess. The Golden Age. In the dense, rich exchange of Whiteforge City, culture and innovation flourished, spurring the citizens to greater and greater heights, both figuratively and literally. This golden age has continued to this day, and nowhere is it more evident than in the relatively recent creation of the Apex District, which hovers above the city, weightless and serene. The centerpiece of Apex and the symbol of modern Whiteforge is the Sunrise Spire. The Sunrise Spire transmits numerous wireless signals both locally and throughout the world to facilitate the spread of resources and information, making possible our way of life. Okay. We're learning! I like learning. Makes my head feel good. Okay. We can leave. And, oh, we're at the plaza. Oh no, it wanted us to go to the Windsweep Towers, right? I'm gonna go to our museum first. I want to see if anything's changed. Yada yada yada. Go on a tour. Hi everyone, the tour is starting now. Oh, we actually gotta go on the tour this time. That's cool. So, the special exhibition centers around the avant-garde photography circle Reject. Oh boy, avant-garde. That worked together during the beginning of the construction of the Apex District. The group met through attending various social protests and gatherings near the construction site. Through their common interests and critically looking at the state of photography, eventually the group had around 5 to 6 members and produced work throughout its 3-year lifespan, spearheaded by the 2 photographers, Hironaka and Yamamori. I gotta get a drink here. Sorry. In their first magazine's memo, they proposed to reject the state of photography as being purely used for journalistic functions by the media, reject the notion of photography existing as only personal record keeping, and sometime later. Wow, that was fascinating. Did you do all that, or this exhibition, by yourself? Oh no, of course not. Some of my research interests overlap, but it was a big collaboration with other art historians and researchers. And you know, our research ancestry, past researchers. I'd always heard about those protests from my parents, but I never knew too much more about them. Isn't that a shame? It's hard to find information on them. And they have such important things to say. That's the thing. All this information fades away and we can't even start to measure what was missing. Kinda scary. Anyways, Reject is an important circle from that time. Their photos and essays seem to be conveying an anxiety about the whole situation, an instability in the time. You know, on the surface they oppose the Apex project. Even with their work and the protesters, well, now we're here. But maybe that sort of undercurrent is still present today? I can wonder. Yeah, wonder what they would think of the power plants today. It's a good question. Maybe you could dig around on that topic, see what you find. Well, anyways, I've got to go do other things now. Thank you so much for coming. Tell a friend, too. Oh, okay, thanks for the tour. Later. Okay. Did this change? Looks like the new exhibit's done. I can sign up for a tour at the customer service desk. Okay. I already did that, obviously. Can I watch new people? Oh, did I tell you I found out today, Bradley? No, that's not new. Yep. Totally stuff. Words. Leave. Let's go to the Windsweep patio. We're gonna make the mayor wait so long. Hi. Aliph, hey, Aliph. Yeah, they're actually talking to me. Usually it sounds like they're talking on a phone. Are you talking to me? Aliph, I appreciate the work you're doing for the city. Very impressive, making real strides for someone your age. Truly. Thank you. Aliph, I understand your current niche appeal, but you could really serve to broaden your fan base with a more modern look. Here's a tip. It's hard to root for a person in orange. Nothing against orange, but it's just what studies show. What about, Shell? I think that's her name? From Portal 2? Or was it Portal 1? Or was it both? Yeah, it was both. Never actually finished those games. She wore orange, didn't she? But, it's for visibility. While I'm liking the persona, though. A bit of a dazed look in your eyes softens you up a bit. You want people to be impressed, but not intimidated by your achievements. I guess? And that's how it's done. See, Aliph, sandwich constructive criticism between two compliments, and it all goes down smoothly. Okay. How about you? Up the wall, I tell you. Those smirking ragbirds are driving me up the wall. You were here to help scare them away? No. Well, move along then. Your wind will ruin my card house? Is that a metaphor? I don't get it. Okay. I guess we'll go to the Windsweep Towers now. To the mayor. Okay. Come in here, Aliph. Take a look around. Granite countertops. State-of-the-art appliances. Hot tub. It's so beautiful. Is this your home? Good one, Aliph. Huh? This is your home. I picked it out for you while you were away. My home? After everything you've done for the city, it's the least we could do. Whoa, wow. Thank you so much, Mr. Mayor. I've already sent the movers to take care of all your belongings. Well, I sure hope so, because there doesn't seem to be much in this room. It looks so sterile. You can move in tonight. You deserve it, Aliph. Okay. Fancy station in the Apex line. Where should I go? Guess the city entrance? Go down here. Junkyard. Does this have obstacle courses for the new things? Nope. Okay. That's unfortunate. Thought those were kind of cute. Finding the stuffed animals. Like Stakey the cow. Stakey the cow. I have to remember that. Oh, there's Yara. Hey there. Oh, hi Aliph. What's up? I'm gonna take a drink first. While I ponder if I want to have the noms. Yes, let's have the noms. Oh, not much. Just resting now. Want to have dinner? Sure. Before we go in, have you met Hummus? That's the strange character we met 3 episodes ago. Hummus? Oh yeah, we met the other day in Apex Plaza. There was something of a commotion. People were upset because they thought Hummus was a vagrant or panhandling or something. Yeah, well, I invited Hummus to stay with me for the time being. I know that's kind of weird, but I don't think they have a place to crash, and... No, I get it. Hummus seems safe, at least. And it's good not to be alone. I consider not telling Yara about how the Geomes are here to destroy the world as we know it, but I kind of knew that Yara wouldn't freak out. Are you sure about that? She's in kind of a delicate state there, Aliph. You know, Cassidy just died, you know, the love of her life. She was supporting her financially. I told her everything. Oh, good job. So it's the end of the world, huh? No, it's not. We just need to lure the Geomes here once weapons are ready. We can still protect humanity. We can preserve our way of life. Oh, yeah, our way of life. I have to do this. I have to fight the Geomes for Paxton. For Cassidy. Cassidy never knew about all of this. I know, I just meant Cassidy would have fought to save. Don't tell me what Cassidy would have done. Of course Cassidy would have saved the world if she could have. Could have, sorry. I don't get why you're mad at me. I don't know, you're just really ticking me off. Fine. You know I'm under a lot of pressure here. I thought that you of all people would appreciate what I'm going through. But if you're just gonna be mad at me, then I'm gonna go. Good. Well. That's a thing. Huh? Where am I? Oh. You just blacked out? Where's your journal and stuff? New apartment sucks. This is my apartment. I guess I fell asleep on the couch. It looks like it's made of plastic. It has very sharp angles. Ugh, I slept terribly last night. Well, the couch may... maybe... Also, you have a bar. Could really use a coffee. Bzzz. Coffee brewing activated. Bzzz. What? Seriously? Oh, I could use something like that. What's going on with Yara last night? I mean, maybe I shouldn't have brought up Cassidy, but she must see the importance of what I'm doing. I just wanted to feel like she had my back, but apparently that's too much to ask. Whatever. I have to get going. Okay, well, time to get on with things. I've got 2 more geomes to fight off. That's the most important thing right now. Okay. It's clearly Hummus has turned Yara against us. Although I don't think Aliph should have brought up any of that. Seemed a little silly. Okay, we're gonna leave. The entrance? No, we didn't check out the library. Totally forgot about that. The library. Do you have anything new to say? Ah, hey, so my address changed and I want to update my card's info. Can you do that here? Oh, Alice is very responsible. Sure, can you just fill out these forms? It'll just take a second after you hit submit. Okay, sure. Okay, I'm done. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Here's your new card, Shield Avenger Aliph. That's what it was, Shield Avenger Aliph. Ah, thanks. Yeah, why would he be... Oh yeah, Amira's doing the whole publicity thing with her. Oh wow, I never knew you were the one fixing all these disasters. I just like to keep a low profile, that's all. Wearing an orange jumpsuit and neat hair. So, your new address, Windsweep Towers, huh? Nice. That's expensive, right? I remember that when that was being built. Do they really come with automatic coffee machines? They do, and they're great. You just get an IV, you just stick it in there. You don't even have to drink it. Fantastic. How'd you move there? Well, because of all the recent stuff going on with the power plants and it being a hard job, you know? Government job and all that. Right. Well, if I were the government, I guess I'd be giving my most valued mechanics something nice, too. Can't blame them. Yeah. Anyways, there are some new books here. Every time you go somewhere, I get more people asking me for copies of those tour books. So, take a look if you want. Okay, thanks. I'll go check it out. I've enjoyed the other ones, by the way. Oh, on your way out, well, we've been collecting donations recently. They're tax deductible, too. Whatever you can give goes towards the support of the library, but no pressure. Alright, I'll take a look. Bye. Okay, I'll look at the books. Riverton. Riverton sits along the south bank of the Nishigawa River, an area sprawling with oceans of crops. Spotted with islands of autumnal-colored trees, it's also home to one of Whiteforge's main power plants, standing both on the riverbank and within the river. Tours are forbidden, but you can see much of its architecture sticking out from the middle of the river. Okay, so yeah, we were under the river when we were in the power plant, I guess, at least for part of it. The terrain is flat, rolling, and rustic. How is the terrain rustic? Anyway, we recommend walking along the Riverton Riverwalk around sunrise, crossing cobblestone bridges, small bubbling streams, and history-worn dirt paths. If you'd like, you could even take a swim in the river itself. The area is mainly dedicated to corn, soybean, and rice farming, but is also partially used for raising livestock and a variety of other crops. The The workers keep to strict schedules, living in accordance to their crop cycle of growth. Most of the farms are family-run, and a number of small, skilled craftspeople have started their own shops. Over the years, Riverton became somewhat of a tourist town, thriving off the sales of fresh food and crafts. For tourists, Riverton offers us a number of fun activities for children and adults alike, from corn mazes and pottery painting barns, to day classes for adults on local crafts and skills such as gardening and knitting. Less than a day by transit from Whiteforge City, Riverton makes for a great trip for the family. Oh, so there's a transit system to go from Whiteforge to the surrounding towns? Is it underground or something? I haven't seen it. Yeah, Riverton sounds fun to me. I'm not a particularly crafty person, but I've always had an interest in some things like that. But that's that. Okay, and now this donation thing. Donation box. I can make a donation here. Read label. The label says, "Please take a moment to pledge your support towards the continued life of this library. With a small donation, we can afford to buy a new book or two. A medium donation can help with paying staff or buying new furniture. And a large donation, among other things, can help with our property tax payments, interior and exterior renovations, and funding for community outreach programs. Even no donation is fine. We're glad to have you here." Okay. I mean, we don't have money. I haven't seen money as a mechanic. Is there any reason not to give a large donation? Is this like fluff? I'm not sure any of our choices so far have even made it any difference, really. You know what? Let's play it safe. Let's go medium. Okay, so that's how much? Let's see, okay. Hopefully he can put this towards a new chair or something. It's a local library. Okay. I guess, we talk to them again? It looks busy, okay. Nope. Okay. Leave. Okay. I think that's it, really. Looking at the time, though, we're 3 minutes short of half an hour. So I'm going to call it an episode. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed yourself, and I hope to see you next time. Stay spicy.